Imagine you are a delivery driver on a late-night shift. You're miles from the nearest streetlight, navigating down an unlit dirt road toward a destination you've never visited before. A delivery app functions by replacing your environmental intuition with a set of specific prompts. You aren't scanning the tree line for movement. You're watching a glowing blue line and a countdown timer on a screen. Then a notification appears for a massive food order, a lucrative payout for a drop-off at an isolated forest clearing. This illustrates a psychological concept called risk override. When a financial reward is large enough, the brain's logic centers prioritize the payout, actively muting the natural red flags that would usually signal a threat. By offering an unusually high tip for a remote delivery, the person on the other side of the app ensures the driver will bypass their own hesitation and drive directly into a highly isolated environment. The success of the trap depends on this financial manipulation. Before the driver even reaches the woods, the predator has already used the mechanics of the app to bring the target to the hunting ground. The driver reaches the dark building, but the car doesn't make it to a full stop. Sharp bangs echo through the cabin as the tires hit a hidden obstruction, and the vehicle collapses onto its rims. Under the chassis, the driver finds the cause: custom-welded metal spikes, jagged and reinforced, placed directly in the path of the oncoming vehicle. A random cram of opportunity rarely involves this level of engineering. These spikes were manufactured and positioned specifically to ensure that any car arriving at this clearing would be immobilized immediately. This map shows the spatial containment at work. A car in good repair offers an escape radius of dozens of miles in any direction. Once the tires are destroyed, that radius shrinks to the immediate perimeter of the car. The loss of mobility causes an immediate psychological shift. Without the ability to drive away, the driver is no longer a traveler in transit. They are a stationary target stranded in a fixed location. These shredded tires serve a dual purpose. They physically prevent escape, but they also provide the chilling confirmation that this arrival was expected and prepared for. Panic sets in as the driver realizes they are standing in the open, fully exposed to the dark forest. Under extreme stress, humans often engage in sanctuary seeking. When cornered and unable to flee, our instinct is to retreat into the nearest enclosed space. Even if it is disabled, the brain perceives a car as a fortress. These glowing shield icons represent the psychological comfort of 4 doors and a roof, despite glass offering little physical protection. The surrounding forest environment presses inward, driving the victim back into the illuminated cabin. The predator's strategy relies on this psychological funnel. First, remove ability to drive away. Then, use fear of the dark to hurt them into confined spaces. The driver retreats to the seat and hits the lock. For a brief moment, there is a sense of safety. The perimeter is secured. Then comes the final check, the instinctual glance into the rearview mirror to see if anything is moving in the trees behind the car. But the threat isn't outside. In the dark back seat, a woman stares into the mirror with impossibly wide eyes and a massive, unblinking smile. That smile signals the thrill of a predator watching a trap execute. She isn't showing anger or aggression. She is showing the satisfaction of someone whose plan has worked perfectly. This is the horror of locked room subversion. The driver's sanctuary was actually a cage designed by the guest in the back seat. By locking the doors, the victim unknowingly finalized the predator's plan.